Hey, what's up, gamer? Skelemystyk. I am here today at Silverfist Bazaar. Why am I here? I'm here because I have a pocket full of gold. And anytime I pick up an extra copper piece, old Zeke's little message flashes on the right-hand side of my screen. He says, well, hello there, young wizard. Seems like you got too much gold. You better hurry up and spend it before I steal your stuff. That's not exactly what he says, but that's what he means. You got a pocket full of gold. You don't know what to do with it. You already got every gear, piece, housing item, goo-gaw, pet, piece of crap, little thing you put on the shelf. You got it all. What are you going to spend it on? All right. What are you going to spend it on? Well, you've been looking at that shiny new wand over there in the Arcanum that you could craft and make yourself look even cooler than you already do. You got those, let's see. You got those deer knights, those pigsies, those calypsos, all those spells that the lore master is too much of a stingy to drop. So you gotta craft them. So you need TCs. So you need reagents for TCs. So you need recipe stuff. Alright, you got a pocket full of gold, and you're in mind to buy a bunch of reagents to start doing some of this crafting that you have been putting off since you were really a young wizard. Okay. You know you need reagents. What reagents is it that you really actually need? In this video, we're going to talk about the top 5 most useful reagents that you can get in the bazaar. Things that you're going to want, you're going to need, and you're going to have to buy. Let's do it. Now let's face it, at any given time, there's a plethora a whole bunch of many types of reagents that you're going to need in your crafting career. The best thing I can say to you is use this video wisely, and anytime you got a little bit of gold, even if you're not crafting something, come in here, excuse me, come in here and spend that gold and buy some reagents. Stock them away in your bank like I do. I can't tell you how many times one of my fans, one of my viewers has come to me and said, Skell, oh my God, I only need, beep, fill in the blank, one reagent or another to finish this spell. I just can't seem to get in the bazaar. They're never, ever there. Yes, they are. They're just not there when you're there. But if anytime you got a little bit of spare gold, you come in here to the bazaar, you hang out for 10 or 20 minutes, you never know what's going to pop up. I'm going to cover 5 of the most commonly used and useful reagents in this video for you to focus on. Now, by all means, believe it, this list does not include everything that you'll ever want. It does not. But it is the top 5 reagents that you can get in the bazaar, because there are certain things like amber, which is amazingly useful and still yet is not available in the bazaar. Even though it isn't, there are still a list of things that are available in the bazaar, and you will want just to stockpile whenever you can, because guys, people come in here who have already crafted, who don't care about crafting, who picked it up on a drop from a quest or what have you, and they drop this stuff way more often than you think. Let me go ahead with my top 5 picks for the most useful reagents. I'm going to start with number 5. You know what? As a matter of fact, let's make it 6. Because, well, because I can. Why not? I'm going to start with the easiest to get and not too hard, not too hard to deal with reagent, and work my way all the way up to the most annoyingly rare reagent to get, it seems like, ever. All right, at number 6, here she is, bum bum pop, Sunstone. Now, Sunstone, you can get Sunstone from a number of drops. You can get it from as a rare drop of nodes from Sandstone, which, by the way, you can also transmute Sandstone into Sunstone if you need to do that. Sunstone is in a number of these perm spells, these lore master type spells that you would get as a reagent that you need. I think it's in, let Let me think here. I know that it's in Lore Master, and I'm pretty sure that it's in Calypso and some of these other ones. Anyway, Sunstone is one of those things that you're going to use for a lot of these spell crafting, these perm spells, and you're going to need it. Also, if you guard an evil magma piece, it drops pretty easy from there. So if you have a supply of evil magma piece, you really got no problem. That's why I ranked it at number 6. However, a bunch of you don't have a bunch of evil magma piece. A bunch of you don't have access to this or that or the other. So Sunstone, on my list, number 6, Sunstone. Let's go there right now and see if Sunstone just happens to be in there. It does not. See, that's what I'm talking about. Turquoise, by the way, is another one. That's just a side note, though. That's not on my list. That's just another one I notice all the time. Anyhow, Sunstone's not in there right now, but Sunstone is one of the ones that you do see there a lot more often than you'd think. And it's only on my list because it is so useful for spellcrafting. So if you've got a little bit extra gold and you don't have evil magma piece or another ready source for Sunstone, by all means, buy those bad boys up when you get the chance. Sooner or later, you're going to want to craft Pigsy, let's just face it, you are. Or you're going to want to craft Lore Master, let's just face it, you are. Or what have you, you know what I mean. And you're going to want Sunstones. Stock up on them. At number 5. This one didn't used to be such a big deal, but ever since, here we go, I'm going to pop it on there. Ever since Lady Shadow, let me get it on there with it. Ever since Lady Shadow got this mighty opal, and I posted stats of hers in vids, for some reason, strangely enough, the popularity of this mighty opal has gone up. Who'd have thought? This mighty opal gives you 65 extra strength, which means it boosts all of your other stats up by at least a point or two, which is, as you can see for her, 7, 11, 6, 11, and 7. So you're boosting up 5 stats, which is better than you could do if you put any other jewel in there. A lot of people now are wanting that mighty jewel. The mighty jewel does drop from a few sources, but just like every other King's Isle drop, you better not be waiting for it, and you definitely better not be holding your breath for it, because you ain't gonna get it. Not gonna happen. The fact that it does drop does not mean that it will drop. I'm sure you're familiar with this by now. Okay, my point of the whole thing being, titanium. Titanium at number 5 is one of the things that you need to craft mighty jewels. Titanium used to be pretty easy to get until the whole mighty jewel issue came up. Let's see if there happens to be in here. You can get this, but it's a whole... Yep, there is none. You can get that, but it's a whole lot less likely you'll find it than you'll find sunstones. Titanium rarity has gone up because everybody's trying to craft at least the mighty jewel, if not other things. There are other recipes for titanium, but that is the most important one I can currently think of that has the most relevance. So at number 5, titanium. I know I sound like I'm reciting the periodic table here, don't I, with all the elements. All right. Now I have to honestly say that number 4 could really be a 3-way tie, but I'm going to say 4, 3, and 2 just because they're all pretty similar. At number 4, blood moss. Blood moss is another one of those things that you need to craft various perm spells with. Not only that, there's a number of other recipes that blood moss goes in. I know I have like a small area to walk around here, so I'm going to keep going. Anyhow, blood moss is another one of those things that you need to craft a number of things with, including perm spells. And just lately, it has gone crazy up in rarity. I'm not quite sure why the surge. Maybe it's the Pigsy crafting craze. That's what I call it, the Pigsy crafting craze. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just the fact that it's really always been kind of rare, and it's even more so now because of the Pigsy crafting craze. Blood moss. I'm going to do it just again for the sake of looking, but I don't think I'm going to find it in there. Every once in a while, you'll find a bunch of it. Like a friend of mine told me he found 150 of it one night. And I was like, woo, did you get it? He said, no, I didn't have the gold. I said, ah! Anyway, blood moss. Now, if you can't find blood moss, and the way we're getting here, that's very likely. Let me go back one more time. If you can't find blood moss, and you're a very, very patient sort with, ooh, grab that. Oh, see, and that was one on my list too, diamond. I'll get to that in a minute. Oh, fossils. Ooh, more of them. Oof. Hang on. Sorry, guys. The grabbing craze was on me. I had to do that. Okay. Anyhow, blood moss. You can go down here, usually, not this time, but usually right down here, PQR, right in here will be red mandrake. Red mandrake is the common drop that if you transmute 15 of them, makes blood moss. So if you can't find blood moss, stock up on red mandrakes. Just keep going, stocking up on them, and eventually you'll have enough to where you can craft the blood moss that you need. I'm pretty sure if I go again, it still won't be in there. No, it will not. Red mandrake? Neither one. All right, so on my list at number 4, blood moss. Look for it, buy it, hold it, love it. Eventually, you will be wanting it. Promise. Now, see, there's a lot of brass and bronze and stuff like that here. The pet metals used to be a thing, but now the pet jewels are more common. It's not so much. You can find it a lot easier than it used to be. That's just a side note, though. Click it one more time, just because I need to. No, okay. We can back off here and talk again. All right, now, as you saw, while I was looking for blood moss, I also happened to see number 3 and number 2 on the list. Diamond. Diamond is at number 3. Diamond is... I know for one thing, whenever I was crafting mannequins to store my gear on, to put my gear on for my house and stuff like that, I know that the male mannequin takes like 15 diamonds. Holy moly, is that stuff hard to get by. Oh my God, diamonds hard to come by. I don't understand why. Maybe there's another recipe that is really, really popular in that I don't know about. But regardless, it seems like you can never find any large number of diamonds. I gotta get off that person's name. Sorry, person. But I do want to see if I can find the other for it. See, no diamonds still yet. There's a fossil though. I'm spending down to my last dollar here. Look at this. Okay, now, if you can't find diamond, ore is the other one that you can usually get to make diamond. Okay, ore will usually be here, but again with that, it seems like people have caught on to that. If they can't find diamonds, they'll buy ore and transmute. So diamonds and ore both, but diamonds are diamonds are a wizard's best friend, not just a girl's best friend. Look for them, save them. You'll usually only see them 1 or 2 at a time, usually. So save them. When you see one, buy it, save it, keep it. Now I'm probably, to be honest, I'm probably going to make things more rare than they already are here by making a video telling you to buy and stockpile these reagents. Probably will. And some of you are going to be like, Skell, man, what's your problem? I was doing okay. I was getting a few at a time, and you screwed me up. Why? Why are you going to tell people this stuff? Well, because I have to. It's what I do. Anyhow, diamond is on my list for top 5 at number 3. Number 2, even harder to get. Even though you saw me do it more times, fossil. Fossil, I saw 4 fossils there, but I ordinarily do not see that many fossils. Fossils are used, I know, in the crafting quest line at, I think right about at Celestia. It's Celestia or Zafari or something like that. Fossils are used. So you need them for the quest line. If you're going to do crafting, if you're going to become a legendary crafter and get up there and do all that high level stuff, you're going to need fossils along the way. Make sure to grab them. The common reagent that makes fossils, if you need it, is stone block. Let's see if I can find stone block in there. Stone block seems to be, for some odd reason, at least at this time, one of those things that's really easy to get some of. I don't know why, being as fossils. Yep, see, there's 1 ore. So yeah, see, there's stone block right there. And stone block, even better, is pretty cheap. See, it's 7 steel right there, too. And steel is one of those pet metals we were talking about before. Anyhow, stone block, at least, is pretty easy to get most of the time. If there's a new spell or a surge on it, good luck. But if you stock up on it whenever there's no surge, whenever there's no new spell coming out, you're okay. Fossil is at number 2. I know it doesn't appear that way in this video, but usually it's harder to get than diamonds. Usually. So I popped her up there at number 2. Number 1 on my list. Here she is. Drum roll, please. Bing! Number 1 right now. Shining Scales. Shining Scales are viable in the Bazaar, but good luck. Shining Scales are used primarily to craft this. Let me get to it. All of the revered and legendary weapons for the Arcanum, the newest, best, whatever you want to call it, most powerful wands, use Shining Scales as part of the recipe. All the schools do, so far as I know. I mean, let's look at the recipe real quick. I'm not sure about the accuracy of that. I want to check out, make sure I'm not crazy here. Maybe I am. Okay, so that's only the legendary, not the revered. My bad. Okay, I think it's the legendary version that uses that stuff. Anyway, yeah, there we go. It's the legendary version, not the revered version. That's what was messing me up. All right. Anyhow, Shining Scales. You can fish for them. You can get them in chests in a lot of places, including the commons. No problem, right? Wrong. As of today, the drop rate still ain't that great. First of all, you've got to fish, which means you're burning energy. Second of all, you've got to get a chest rather than a fish, which, well, there's a certain percentage of drop rate considered with that. Third of all, once you catch the chest, you've got to have Shining Scales in it. So you can see there's like a triple layer of drop rate that you've got to get through to get Shining Scales. Not too bad to fish for, but whenever I was making my wand, I went the entire day and only got 3 Shining Scales. So, if you see those in the Bazaar, grab them. Simply because you won't very often see them in the Bazaar. You simply won't see them. Alright, now, there's still a lot. Let's just go one more time. I know, you'll probably get tired of it. Let's just go one more time into the reagents. And you'll see things like Ancient Scroll. You'll use this for a number of recipes. But it is usually available. No problem. Look, blood moss. Four blood moss right there when I don't have the gold. Oof! Oof! But my point is, there's a lot of other reagents here that you'll want to buy if you can't find the things you're looking for. Just keep your eyes out, come back regularly, and stock up when you can. Because the time, oh, there's a 15 Sunstone, look at that. The time will come when you want that stuff, right now, for a spell, and what will happen? You'll stand here for an hour, then you go, Skell, I need, beep, fill in the blank, because I don't have it, I really need a spell right now. Please, Skell, please, help me, please. And I'll be like, don't! Okay, here's 20 blood moss. Yeah, because you didn't plan ahead. Work with me here, brothers. Work with me here, sisters. Please, save your stuff up ahead of time. Please, save my reagent stores. Do not deplete them anymore. I'm just kidding. But, okay, I'm kidding with a little bit of seriousness. Guys, if you plan ahead, you can save up, you can get this stuff, and it will help you out. Don't get low on gold and say, okay, well, I need gold, I'm going to sell it. No, don't. Hold them near, hold them dear. Keep them close to your chest, like your girlfriend's locket or whatever. I don't know, something hold valuable, some other thing. Just hold them dear and don't sell them off, and you will find that sooner or later you're going to be using them. Sooner or later you're going to be needing them. Alright guys, that is going to be it. That is my top 5/6 picks for the most useful reagents in the Bazaar that you'll want to spend that extra gold on and collect. Now, you know what? This time I'm going to do just to get your goat. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, share, yell my name to the heavens, and do all those things that you already know how to do. So I don't have to tell you again. All right. If you'd like to see me live doing all these things that I do when you see me on video, by all means, come hang out with me on the Twitch stream. I stream live pretty much every evening. I start, if I'm early, about 6 p.m., and if I'm running late, about 7 p.m. So come check for me right around that time. You will definitely love if you like my videos, you will definitely love the live stream. It is a lot of fun. I have a great community there, good as gold. You will definitely be made to feel welcome, and you'll definitely feel like a part of the group. So I will see you there. I think I've got it all covered this time. So in those immortal words of the skeleton, until next time, this is Skelemystyk reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace. Hey, what's up, Gamer Skelemystyk? The birthday celebration, the Everyone Wins giveaway birthday celebration and party and all those other A's is only a week away. Today, I think, is like the 21st, if I'm right. I never know what the actual date is, but